Hey everyone, good evening, good evening, good evening. Gonna wait a couple of moments. Have some exciting news to share. We're gonna wait for a few moments. Hope you all are doing okay. It is hump day. 2 more days left to go in the week. 2 more days, actually not even 2 more whole days, like we're less than 2 days away to kicking off the National Black Economic Conference. And I'm so excited. I have some additional exciting announcements to make for you all this evening. So looking forward to you sharing. Please go ahead and share this video so that way no one misses these announcements, because we do not want anyone who is interested in attending this year's conference, virtual conference, to miss out. So yes, it's virtually. So this means you can tell all your friends, families, coworkers, colleagues, business colleagues in any part of the world to attend this year's conference because it is being done virtually. So what do I have to announce? Well, first of all, again, good evening to everyone who is tuned in. We are literally less than 2 days away from the 10th Annual National Black Economic Conference, taking place virtually this Friday and Saturday. We are happy to announce some of our latest speakers. For those of you who are not familiar, we have with ONEUNITED Bank. It's America's largest Black-owned bank in the country. And we have ONEUNITED Bank's very own CEO and chairman, Mr. Kevin COHEE. So he will be joining us as one of our thought leaders on the Access to Capital panel. So thank you so much for joining us. We have among Mr. COHEE, we have Ms. Yvette MILEY, who is the Vice President at NBC Universal. We have former NBA player Walter Bond, who is going to be our opening keynote speaker on Friday. He is the author of the book Swim, and so many others. So why are we having this conference? Again, it is National Black Business Month. So not only are we celebrating Black-owned businesses and showcasing why we should continue to support Black-owned businesses, whether you're Black or not, we are also talking about the road to generational wealth. And why is that important? Hopefully, you all got an opportunity to see the article that the South Florida Business Journal did this week, talking about the importance of intergenerational wealth, is what they called it. But whether it's intergenerational wealth, multi-generational wealth, or just generational wealth in general, why is it important in every community, but particularly in the Black community? Because the wealth disparities in the Black community are so drastic and vast. And so the only way that we can start building wealth, closing our unemployment gaps, and being able to provide jobs, provide for not only our families, but our communities, give back philanthropically, is if we build wealth, guys. And so how do you build wealth? Ownership, home ownership, investing, real estate ownership, business ownership. Those are the things that we will be addressing this weekend. We have over 16 different sessions, and I'm going to talk about those in a moment, and some amazing dynamic leaders and experts in these sessions. We're not about getting together to talk about issues and problems. No, we're talking about solutions. We want everyone who attends to leave with their roadmap to how they're going to create wealth for themselves, their families, and their community. So that's what I want to just touch base about tonight. And so just kind of want to give you the rundown of this weekend. So if you haven't registered, at the end, see, last week I had a special promo for you. This week I got an even better promo for you, right? So we're going to start with Friday. Friday, we're opening up with keynote speaker Walter Bond, who's the author of Swim. And that's going to be at 9:30 in the morning. And I can't wait for his keynote because he's going to really set the tone for the day and for the weekend. Then we're going to follow that by 3 breakout sessions. So you get to choose. I don't even know which one I'm going to attend. I want to attend all of them, right? So you get to choose from 3 different breakout sessions that start at 11 a.m. till 12:15. Our sessions include leading growth industries, which include manufacturing, healthcare, retail, construction, and transportation. That's going to be led by Clarence Anthony, who's the executive director of the National League of Cities. And our thought leaders include Ms. Beatrice Dixon. She is the founder of the Honey Pot Company. So for those of you who are not familiar with the Honey Pot Company, she creates healthy, feminine products, all natural feminine products, right? And she has her products all in Targets across the country, sold out like in hours after there was like this Twitter controversy that was meant to be against her, but ended up being for her. So she's going to be with us, joined by Connie Kennard, who's the Vice President of Multicultural Tourism and Development at the Greater Miami CVB, Grant McGaw, who's the owner and managing director of 5 Star BDM. He's also the outgoing president of NACI, which is National Association of Health Service Executives. So he'll be talking about the healthcare industry. We have Psyche Terry, founder of UI Global Brands. You've heard of Urban Hydration. Her products, hair products, beauty products, household products are in over 10,000 retails globally. So you want to learn from these people. Our very own Ann McNeil, who is the author, speaker, coach, and founder of MCO Construction, National Black Women in Construction, as well as the International Mastermind Association and several other components. So that's just one panel, guys. Our second panel at 11 is Buy the Block, Real Estate Development and Investments. That's going to be led by Gordon Eric Knowles, the president and CEO of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. And on that is thought leaders, Dr. Jeremy Earl, who's the he's the interim city manager and CRA director for the city of Hallandale Beach. We have Clarence Woods, who's the manager for the Fort Lauderdale CRA, Community Development Agency. We have Fabiola Florenville, who is the CEO of Blueprint Creative Group. But beyond Blueprint Creative Group, she is investing. She is buying a block. And not just in South Florida. This sister is going other places and buying investments and literally redeveloping them. Then we have Miguel Pilgrim, who is redeveloping multiple properties on Sistrunk Boulevard. So that's going to be amazing to hear about their experience and what they're doing in actually buying a block. And then our 2 CRA directors will be there to share resources that CRAs and other agencies, as well as opportunity zones and things like that, how you can utilize those resources to buy the block. Then the third panel during that time frame is What's Hot in Innovation and Technology. That panel will be led by Ms. Latoya Stirrup, who's the founder and president of DigiGrass, Black Tech Beats and Bites, and her sisters. Talk about technology and innovation. Her and her sisters have developed their own hair care line, and I'm not talking about products. I'm talking about actual hair care tools for natural hair. So she'll be able to talk about that, but she's going to be moderating the panel, which will also include Armando Pantoya, founder of Hire Match, which is a blockchain HR company. So if you don't know about blockchain technology, we have someone who's using blockchain technology in human resources. But then we have Alan Botarf, who is the CEO of Teledactyl, who is using blockchain technology in healthcare. So blockchain technology is huge right now. And then we have Felicia Hatcher, founder of Black Tech Week, co-founder of Tribe Co-work and Urban Innovation Lab, Code Fever, and so much more. Bad sister, right? So that's all at 11 o'clock. You can choose from either of those panels. I want to attend all 3, like I said. And then at 1 o'clock, we're going to have, 1:15. So we'll have a lunch break. During that lunch break, you can feel free to visit our sponsors. Who are our sponsors? First of all, thank you to Florida Power and Light. Shout out to FPL, Valley National Bank, RV Owens, Florida Minority Supply Development Council, Broward County Office of Economic and Small Business Development, Palm Beach County Office of Equal Business Opportunity, Discover the Palm Beaches, Greater Miami Conventions and Visitors Bureau, MIA Media Group, and South Florida Times, to name a few. So thank you to all of our sponsors and our community partners, Urban League of Broward County Library and African American Research Library and Cultural Center, ICABA and ICABA World Marketplace, Walker's Legacy, and Pyramid Books. So during lunch, while you're at home, you can go and click into our virtual expo and meet our sponsors, learn about what opportunities they have, especially business opportunities and what they have going on. So meet our sponsors, meet our exhibitors during that time. We'll also have an author meet and greet, which I'll get to shortly. 1 o'clock, we go into our second set of sessions, which this set we have 3 breakouts as well, which includes the first one, equity through home ownership. So this is not just about being a first-time homeowner, but investment properties and just how to utilize your equity to create wealth, right? When is the right time to buy real estate? Is this a good time? What's the outlook for residential real estate, right? So that's going to be led by Dexter Bridgman, CEO of MIA Media Group. And our thought leaders on that panel include Mr. Cornell Cruz, who's the Executive Director of Community Reinvestment Alliance of South Florida, Mr. Derek Berry, who's a loan originator from Buccaneer Mortgage, the Good Pirates with Home Loans. And then we have Angelique Hibbert, who is the Vice President of South Florida Board of Real Estate Women Council, and she's an amazing realtor here in South Florida. Then we have Green is the New Black, the $10 billion cannabis industry. That panel is moderated by Brian Cunningham, who's an entrepreneur, who's the director of the Entrepreneurship Center Division Manager for the Urban League of Broward County. This panel includes best-selling author Dashida Dawson. She's the founder of the YVETTE Company and the author of How to Succeed in the Cannabis Business. We have Ms. Roz McCarthy, who's the founder and CEO of Minorities for Medical Marijuana. And we have Ms. Cheryl Murray Powell, who is a cannabis attorney in agricultural and cannabis law at Dubar, Ellsworth, Laystrom, what's long, her law firm. And many other people. She's also my business partner with Cannabisiac and the founder of Conurban and Canna Headhunters and several other ventures. So that is the $10 billion cannabis industry. You don't want to miss that discussion. And then the last panel during that time segment is getting those digital dollars, the influencer takeover. How have people utilized social media to either grow their brands and their businesses and make millions from it, or they themselves personally have become an influencer and have made millions from growing their brand. So you don't want to miss that panel, which is led by Miss Kitty London, the host and creator of the People of Power talk show. On that panel, we have thought leaders, Mr. Darren Brown, CEO of Advantage Business Consulting, and Andre Kay, CEO and founder of Socially Buzz. Then we close out the panel discussions with our final panel of the day, which is how, I'm sorry, I think I kind of skipped something. I made a mistake. I backtracked. Some of those were Saturday, but that's okay. Y'all get the drift. We close out the panel on Friday with, yeah, I went too far down on my notes. We close out, this is why this is live, right? We close out the panel on Friday with the impact of the Black media, which is led by and moderated by Ms. Katia St. Fleur, principal at KSF and Associates. And our thought leaders include Ms. Yvette Miley, Senior Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at NBC Universal News Group. We have Ms. Bernadette Morris, President and CEO of Sunshine Communications and the Black PR Wire, and Mr. Dexter Bridgman, CEO of MIA Media Group, leading that discussion. So that was actually Friday. So I'm going to have to probably go back up. Some of those panels that I mentioned to you guys were actually for Saturday, but y'all get the drift. You need to go register and you'll see the full schedule. We also have access to capital for businesses. This is led by Grassroots Smith, who's a commercial litigation partner at Ackerman Law Firm. He's also the incoming president of the Black Chamber of Commerce of Palm Beach County. And our thought leaders for this panel include Ms. Inez Long, President CEO of the Black Business Investment Fund, Ms. Daya Sullivan, who's the first Vice President and Regional CRA Officer at Valley National Bank, and Mr. Kevin COHEE, who is the Chairman and CEO of ONEUNITED Bank, America's largest Black-owned bank. The next panel is Scale Your Business with Government Contracts. If you're not doing business with the government, then you should be, because they buy everything. For this panel, it's led by Ms. Sharna Barnes, CEO of Complete Contract Consulting Services. She's the moderator. Our thought leaders for this panel include Adriana Clark. She's the Southeast Regional Director of the Office of Small Business of the Southeast Region, U.S. Department of Transportation. Robert Ballou, Officer of Economic Development and Diversity Compliance Department, Broward Public Schools. Mr. Frank Hayden, Director of Office of Equal Opportunity, City of West Palm Beach. Ms. Bernadette Norris Weeks, Partner at Austin Pammy's Norris Weeks Powell. And Mr. Sandy Michael McDonald, Director of Broward County Office of Economic and Small Business Development. Woo, so that is Friday, y'all. And part of Saturday. Saturday morning, we're going to start with a different vibe. So our opening session is connecting your mind, body, and spirit. We're going to have a yoga session led by Ms. Shauna Whittingham. She's a mentor, connector, and influencer at Shauna Simone Yoga, followed by Reiki practitioner, Ms. Shayla Zayez, who is the practitioner at the Sanctuary. So this will be a moment of really connecting your mind, body, spirit. A great way to start your Saturday morning. And then we get right into our panels. Our first panel will be Go Global with the Caribbean and African trade and investments. We'll be leading that panel with Petula Burks, who's the Civic Engagement Director for the City of Miami Gardens. Our thought leaders include Broward County Mayor Dale Honis, Ms. Paola Isaac Barea, who's the Economic Development Specialist of International Trade for Broward County's Office of Economic Development and Small Business Development. We have Mr. Joseph Bell, who's the Regional Manager of International Trade and Development for Enterprise Florida. And we have His Excellency, Dr. Bafour Adeje Barwa, Ambassador of Ghana for the Embassy of Ghana. So anybody who wants to go to Ghana, want to do business in Ghana, you need to tune in to this panel. Or if you just want to do international trade and investments and business in the Caribbean and Africa, you need to tune in to this panel. Our next panel during that time is Secure the Bag, which is securities, stocks, bonds, and other financial investments. That will be led by Ms. Shahiwa Jarrett Jellin, who is the General Counsel and Vice President of Compliance at Jellin Benefits Group. She's also the President of the Broward County Black Chamber of Commerce. The thought leaders for this panel include Mr. Mark Parks, who's the Chief Financial Officer for the City of West Palm Beach, also the author of The Gift, which is a financial empowerment book that he has written. We have Ms. Gail Walden, who's a financial advisor and financial planning specialist for the Swinton Group at Morgan Stanley. We have Mr. Robert Owens. Thank you for being a sponsor, Robert. Chief Financial Strategist for RV Owens Strategic Group. And the last panel during that session is Health is Wealth, a comprehensive approach to overall well-being. It's moderated by Ms. Chantel Greed Thompson, who's an interpretive career coach. We have thought leaders that include celebrity chef and the winner of Chopped Season 4, Turbo Edition, Mr. Chef Ed Harris, who's a chef consultant at Chef Life Consulting. We have Robert Ballou, who is with the Broward County School District, but he'll be talking about mindfulness. We have Miss Nicole Chapman, who's the master personal trainer of the Fitness Rockstar. She's a best-selling author, been featured at Essence and so many more featured places. We have Mr. Adrian Carter, who's the founder of Empowerment Conference and also the author of Let's Get Married. What is it? Let's Get Married, and I forget the title of it, but it's a funny title. Forgive me, Adrian, if you're watching. And then we have Rufus. It's called Let's Get Married and Do Everything But Make It Work. I believe that's what it's called. Something like that. Rufus and Jenny Triplett, who are marriage life experts of surviving marriage in the marriage and life experts, and they're the author of Surviving Marriage in the 21st Century. And so that is our morning lineup for Saturday. I went through pretty much most of the evening lineup, the afternoon lineup, except for the closing. The closing panel on Saturday is how collaborative communities are driving business growth. Super, super important. This is led by my good friend Jerome Hutchinson, who's the founder and chief serving officer for International Career and Business Alliance. Many of you have heard of ICABA. Thank you, ICABA, for being one of our sponsors and strategic partners for this event. So Jerome will be leading this panel, How Collaborative Communities Are Driving Business Growth. Our thought leaders include Ms. Leanne Buchanan, founding executive director of Venture Cafe Miami, and Melvin Coleman, who is the president and CEO of Essential Wealth Management and also the chair for the Atlanta Chamber of Commerce. Now, it doesn't end there, guys. We have what we call the Written Black Experience, which is our Meet the Author edition. That is hosted by Ms. Donna M. Graybanks, Ms. Donna M. Graybanks, founder and director of the Fresh Book Festival. And we have several featured authors, many who you have heard that's going to be speaking, including Walter Bond, Ann McNeil, Felicia Hatcher, Adrian Carter, Andre K, Rufus and Jenny Triplett, as well as Dashita Dawson. And I want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. I think I covered everybody. Oh, Mark Parks. So we have several authors that will have meet and greets throughout the day. And we can't go without doing a virtual happy hour. So every day will end with a virtual happy hour where everyone will be able to connect virtually. We will have live demonstrations of some different cocktails that you can make right there from your home. So if you have your favorite vodka, which we will be working with Toast Vodka, which is a Black-owned vodka. So if you don't have your bottle of Toast, go out and get your bottle of Toast Vodka so you can make these mixes at your home. And the virtual happy hour will be from 4 to 5 on Friday and Saturday. And that is how we will close out the conference. So hopefully you got all that information. I ran through all of the different seminars, who's speaking, what they're talking about. This is going to be so amazing. Like I said, I don't even know which one I'm going to go to. But the beauty is, if you register for this conference, don't worry if you can't attend a session. So unlike conferences that are in real person, in life, real life, well, these are real life, that are in person, right, on site. If you miss a session, you can't go back and hear it, right? We have a solution for that. So if you register for this conference, whether you are able to attend all the sessions, you can't attend all the sessions at once, but you can go back and watch the sessions that you missed. And for you as a conference attendee, the sessions will be available, guess what, for 30 days. So if you don't have time to watch them all in one day, you have 30 days to go back and watch all of these sessions and get your work, like get it in. This year, our virtual conference book is actually going to come with the work, the wealth roadmap component to it. So you'll be able to download your conference book, which will have your roadmap to building wealth. So you'll have basically a little workbook that you'll have with you throughout. So you can take notes, download it, take notes, and start creating your wealth roadmap. So I am super excited about what we're doing. This is going to be a virtual experience like no other. So I hope you will join us. Now, we ran a promo last week, right? Which was the Buy Black 30, Buy Black 60. You can still take advantage of that promo. But thank you to the generosity of our sponsors, FPL, Valley National Bank, Discover the Palm Beaches, Greater Miami CVB, MIA Media Group, and several others that I've named here, Florida State Minority Supply Development Council, RV Owens, South Florida Times, Broward County Office of Small Business Development, and Palm Beach County Office of Equal Business Opportunity. Due to their generous sponsorship, and because we don't want anyone who want to attend this conference to not have the opportunity to do so, because we know people are having a rough time right now. We know it, we get it. So for those who may not be able to just afford the funds right now to attend, but want to attend this because it's necessary for them and their families, we are offering 50 registrations to the first 50 viewers this video. So make sure you share it. Okay. First 50 viewers of this video will be able to attend complimentary by using the access code SPONSOR 50. So I'm going to put it in the comment here. Okay. Sponsor 50 is the access code. That is for you to receive complimentary registration. Now, this is first come, first serve. First 50 people. So complimentary registration for the first 50 people. I'm typing it here in the chat, right? So that you'll all see it. All right. And you can register at National. Hold on, my typing skills are off right now. Register at National Black Economic Conference.com. National Black, and you see it scrolling at the bottom, Economic Conference.com. So that is part of my big announcement tonight for you. As you guys know, this is a labor of love for me. So I want you guys to be great. I want our community to be great. So share, spread the word. Sponsor 50 is the access code. Okay, make sure I put this in here. Code for complimentary registration for the first 50 people. Okay, register at National Black Economic Conference.com. Just put it in the chat. All right. So that concludes what I wanted to discuss with you tonight. Please go register. I look forward to seeing all of you who have registered already. Thank you for your support. Thank you for registering. You will not be disappointed. This virtual experience will be amazing and like no other. Well, for now, because we're one of the first people to do this in this COVID environment. So please go register. National Black Economic Conference.com. First 50 people will receive a complimentary registration for the entire weekend. That's 2 days. Complimentary registration for the first 50 people for 2 days. Use the access code sponsor 50. Thank you all. I look forward to you joining us this weekend. It's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss out. Again, please spread the word. Share this video. Don't just like it. Share it with all of your followers. Have a wonderful night. And I'll check back with you one last time tomorrow with any new updates, because I'm sure we'll have some new ones. All right. Have a good night, everyone.